This meeting is being streamlined. Got it, कर दूँ ना?
Fine, sir. You do it and just inform me.
I will make you co-host.
Okay.
And then you will be able to see how many have joined. I have started admitting सबको.
Okay. तो सबको म्यूट भी करता जाएगा?
We are live on YouTube.
Who, me?
I will.
Just a minute. Rakesh, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Rakesh? I cannot hear you.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay.
Shweta, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah, so I think we can start now.
We can start.
Yeah.
Yes. A very good evening, everyone. I'm so glad that all the aspirants are joining this meeting. So, myself, Shweta, Dr. Shweta Bai, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmacy Practice, Al-Ameen College of Pharmacy, Bangalore. So, today we have all gathered here for interviewing an entrepreneur who is alumni of Al-Ameen College of Pharmacy, Mr. Ankit Bhargav.
Thank
We
you.
welcome you, sir. Yeah. So we are doing this interview under IIC, that is Institution Innovation Council. So Ministry of Education, Government of India has established MOE Innovation Cell to systematically foster the culture of innovation amongst all higher education institutions. The primary mandate of MIC is to encourage, inspire, and nurture young students by supporting them to work with new ideas and transform them into prototypes while they are informative. So MIC has envisioned encouraging creation of institutions innovation council. The major focus of IIC is to create a vibrant local innovation ecosystem startup supporting mechanism in HEIs, prepare institute for a tall ranking of institutions on innovation achievements framework. So I would like to welcome Mr. Ankit Bhargav sir, and we have a brief introduction about sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Yes.
for inviting me. I am really thankful to Dr. Mohammed Salahuddin sir, who is principal of Al-Ameen College of Pharmacy and is also the president of Al-Ameen College of Pharmacy Innovation Council. Special thanks to Salma ma'am, Mohim ma'am for choosing me as a member of alumni entrepreneur and giving me the opportunity to share the experience to the young pharmacist. I give a small introduction. Well, I'm Ankit Bhargav and I'm based in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. I did my pharmacy B Farm from Al-Ameen College of Pharmacy in year 2004 to 2008, and later I did my masters. And after doing masters, I started my own venture, and I have two companies right now. One is Active Pharma Private Limited, which is a trading company, and one is Resonant Pharmaceuticals Private Limited, which is a manufacturing facility. So, like trading and both manufacturing plant, I'm involved in both, and I'm really happy to share my experience to the young pharmacists, which are available with you right now in your college. Yeah, please.
Thank you, sir. So, shall we start with the questionnaire for the interview?
Yeah,
Ankit, sir.
Yeah, please.
Hello.
Yeah, please. You can start.
Yeah. So here, yes, sir. So here we have the first question for you. What
Yeah.
is your inspiration to become an entrepreneur?
Well, I give you practical answers for all the
Okay.
questions what I have faced actually.
Yeah.
So I have been seeing my father working so hard and for so long years. So and that too working for other organization. So once I had a time after masters to sit my father, and I had a discussion with him. Why you're working so hard that too for other organization? He said me I don't have any option. I have to work for other organization. So that thing it clicked in my mind. So my father is working so hard. If I do the same, and if I start my own venture, so it will be really beneficial to me. So that was the click for my father that I should start my own business. And yeah, my father was there with me to help me in that venture. Yeah, so my father was my inspiration for this.
Okay. Happy to hear this. So
Yeah.
shall we go to the next question?
Yeah, please.
So, how was your transition from working professional to starting your own venture and also to an employer?
I would say it was like a bumpy ride when I started my venture because I was not having a background of business.
Okay.
So initially it was really tough for me like in which direction I should go, how I can proceed my business. But yeah, help was there with from my father, my parents, and other business colleagues who were in the same business. And starting, if we talk about a venture, we need to give a time to the business. It's not a thing that you will get the result overnight. So I
Correct.
started the venture, and slowly, I started my own marketing. It was really tough because I was selling the same product in the market, which was already available in the market by
Correct.
around thousands of the companies.
Mm-hmm.
So to compete those brands, it was really tough initially.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, after a period of around 1 to 2 years, I got stabilized in the market.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I'm in a good position.
That's really happy to hear. But then, how did you face that initial first and second year?
Actually, I did marketing. I was going to the doctors. I approached to the
Mm-hmm.
doctors.
Mm-hmm.
A few doctors responded well. Few doctors just rejected me.
Mm-hmm.
Ankit, unmute yourself. You are not audible.
Now you can hear me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now it's fine.
Yeah. So you asked me a question how it was the first 2 years. Actually, I went to the doctors.
Yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
asked them to write my product. I told them what are the benefits of my product. I started
Mm-hmm.
selling the products in good price
Mm-hmm.
because the market of pharmacy is very competitive. So, and apart from that, I started traveling to the different states of India. I approached to the
Okay.
stockist, distributorships,
Mm-hmm.
everyone, and I requested them initially, you just try my product. If you will get a
Mm-hmm.
good result, then you continue the product. So, initial 2 years, it all went for the marketing of the products.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, the people trusted me, and they supported me, and it's how it started everything.
Okay. So, did you expected any profit in that 2 years, or it was only the investment?
Actually, initially, if you talk about one thing about the pharmaceutical products, it has the expiry.
Mm-hmm.
So initially, I was not expecting any profit, but yeah, bit of sales was there in the market, and investment. A lot of investment was there initially, but
Mm-hmm.
after 5 6 years, it got recovered,
Mm-hmm.
and right now the situation is good.
So it took almost like 5 to 6 years to recover.
Yeah. It all depends
Mm-hmm.
upon the market you
Mm-hmm.
focus. And
Okay.
if I talk about my other company, where we have a manufacturing unit,
Mm-hmm.
so it requires huge investment. So minimum three to
Yes.
four years it takes to recover everything.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum.
So what are the initial challenges that you faced while setting up an industry? Like very much initially.
Initially, the challenges what I faced was finance. Okay, that is important. Like if you're setting up an industry,
Okay.
okay, so
Yes.
initial challenge is
Uh-huh.
finance. Because if you want to set up a industry of that too of a good size and a good company, and
Mm-hmm.
actually our company we have made according to the export market. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because the domestic market is very competitive, and most of the people in India, they do export work, export of
Correct.
a pharmaceutical company.
Mm-hmm.
So we have made a good company in Ahmedabad, and it the initial challenge was of the finance. And as we all know, pharmaceutical industry they make tablet and capsules.
Correct.
Okay, most of the companies, and what happens is the norms of the government is very strict if we talk about a pharmaceutical because the medicine will be going into the body of a human being. So the norms and regulation of a pharma company are really high. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
maintain a company, and it requires good finance. And later on, what problem we have
Mm-hmm.
faced, like the construction of the company. I'm talking about the basic part of a manufacturing plant. So the construction it
Mm-hmm.
takes too much of time. So when you start a project, you keep a time frame in your mind. Well, my project should be over in 2 years or 2.5 years. But
Mm-hmm.
if the project
Yes. Mm-hmm.
delays, then there's a huge loss to the company because too much of the investment is involved. And apart from that, your
Correct.
target get fails. Same happened with me.
Yes.
Actually, we were about to complete our plant, but at that time, Corona came, and our plant manufacturing it got delayed by almost 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
So we had a huge loss. It was completely on the nature. But yeah, that was the period we had a loss. But currently, situation is really good, and we are running our plant in a good mode. And one more challenge is what we have faced was legal formalities that has to be completed. If any of the plant is there, then we have different formalities from the government that you have to clear, like pollution is there, factory license is there. All these are the basic things if you start a company. But these were the challenges what I have faced. And later, when the manufacturing got completed, at that time, hiring of the people because our plant is greenfield project. So it was very difficult to convince an employee that you will be stable in this plant because the people who are coming from big industries, they think whether the plant will survive or not. So
Correct.
initially, the hiring of the people, it was also a tough task for us. But luckily, we survived well, and we are running a good manufacturing plant in Ahmedabad.
Okay, that's nice. So the next question is, what helped you the most for choosing to start your own company?
Well, for this, I'll say first of all, my qualification,
Okay.
which was done in Al-Ameen College of Pharmacy, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
really thankful to the teachers who really taught us and provided us a knowledge at that stage. And still, I can remember uh, in pharmaceutics, Asha ma'am was there. So we
Yes.
still remember that ma'am, Salma ma'am was there, Boom ma'am was
Mm-hmm.
there. So yeah, especially if I talk about the pharmaceutical industry, pharmaceutics is a subject that it is helpful till now, and it is going to be helpful long because pharmaceutical industry it is completely involved in the manufacturing of tablet, capsules, injection, and that knowledge we have earned from pharmaceutics. So that was also the reason which helped me to think about a industry or a venture. Later, after my pharmacy, I did a job for around 2 years,
Yes.
and I really worked hard for it. But the output of the job was nothing for me. So that also changed my mind. If we are working hard, it's better to work for our own. Why to work for other organization?
Yes, yeah, this thinking, no, all the young individuals will be having. Like they will be
Yeah,
keep working and they'll have that thing that we are working so much. If we have our own entrepreneurship, maybe a small pharmacy, maybe a retail pharmacy or
yeah,
wholesale, anything. But deciding, taking the decision to resign the job and starting our own entrepreneurship, how do you guide? Like, what are your suggestions?
well, I will guide. First of all, uh, our focus should be cleared. Whether you want to do job
Okay.
or you want to start your own venture. And starting a venture, in that also your focus should be there. Your goal should be there. Like if I talk about me, when I was doing pharmacy, we were three, four friends, and that time we were discussing, okay, we'll start our own pharmaceutical industry. But I took that thing
Okay.
in mind, and that was around 15 years back when this thing came.
Oh.
And this thing was there in my mind, like I have to do business. Okay, like doing job is not a right profile for me. So after doing job, I went for a business, and yeah, my support was there from my father and few of the business colleagues who are in the same field. So this thing made me
Okay.
to convert from a employee to employer.
Mm. So your strong thought that you decided that you have to be an employer rather being an
Yeah,
employee. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So how do you guide your team for more successful? Your team.
Well, yeah, to become a more successful, I look after a quality control department in my company. So
Okay.
what I prefer,
Mm-hmm.
if we have a
Mm-hmm.
work, okay, I try to divide the work in such a way that it get completes in proper time. So the
Correct.
time
Mm-hmm.
management, that is very much important.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, for any business, like
Mm-hmm.
whether you're a pharmacy or any other business, if you complete your work on time,
Yes.
it's really good for you. And proper
Mm-hmm.
communication between the employees and employer, and
Mm-hmm.
apart from that, communication between the two employees.
Mm-hmm.
Because in case of a pharmaceutical industry, when you have a work,
Mm-hmm.
you divide the work. Okay, I'll do this, you do that, and we'll complete the work on time.
Mm-hmm.
So that is also very much important. And one more important thing, like employees, they should be supportive to each other. If one
Yes.
person, if he's
Mm-hmm.
not able to do his work, then other person
Mm-hmm.
should be there to help him out and complete the work on
Mm-hmm.
time. So I think these are the important things that which can make a team a successful.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what are the key ways in which you enable your team to stay energized?
Yeah. Uh, I'll give you a practical answer for this. What we
Yes.
do in our pharmaceutical
Yeah.
industry. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
while hiring a
Mm-hmm.
person, we choose the person who is self motivated first. Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
because it really helped to us in that
Mm-hmm.
case. And
Mm-hmm.
as I told you before, we try to complete our work on time so that employee, he can go or she can go home on time and spend a quality time with family. Okay, and next day when he comes up, he comes with a good energy,
Okay.
because dividing the work and the family, that is also very much important, and
Mm-hmm.
it is a main thing which keep your employee energetic. And apart from this, what we do in our company, uh, we keep a small sports activity once a
Okay.
month.
Mm-hmm.
We do a birthday celebration of the employees,
Okay.
and apart from that, we arrange a get together
Mm-hmm.
of the employees and the employer, like the families of both.
Mm-hmm.
So all these are the small things, but yeah, these things keep your employee away from the work, and they feel good and happy about it. So these are the small things what we do in our company, and our employees remain energetic.
Okay. That's nice. So, as an entrepreneur, what are your dreams, future
Well,
dreams?
as a entrepreneur, I want to become a successful person in life, and apart from this, a good exporter. Because when we started our
Mm-hmm.
company, our aim was to export a product, like, and we are doing it, and our target is to do export from our own company. Currently, we are not doing it because still the audits and all are pending. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we will be doing it soon. But the
Mm-hmm.
main to become a successful person in life, and to help the community in a better way.
Okay. So I have some questions from where I have received from your classmates and your
Yeah,
batchmates. So uh, we got to know that you had a hobby that collecting wristwatches. Do you do
yeah,
this even now?
yeah.
So,
I do, and
mm-hmm,
actually at the time of colleges, our pocket was really small at that time. So we used to collect watches of what I say, the normal range. But yeah, as a businessman, it's my hobby to
mm-hmm.
collect the watches, and sometimes I do spend too much of money on watches right now also. So yeah, it's my hobby, and
Okay.
I'll keep continue to maintain
Okay, it's like very unique. Not all individuals will have these kind of hobbies.
it. Yeah, actually, I have
Nice.
collection of 15
So,
to
going back
20
to the
watches right now.
entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
So, for an entrepreneur, what is most important? I'm giving you three things: money, brain, or heart. Which
well,
is most important out of three? Yes.
uh, I'll tell you it's a combination of three. I'll explain you how. Well, if we talk about the
Okay.
heart,
Mm-hmm.
if we talk about the heart, I think we should
Mm-hmm.
choose the work what we like or we love. Actually, there are many fields in the pharma, like marketing is there and manufacturing is there. But if you're not good in marketing, there's no need of going in it, because you will spend your time and you will never you will not get the output of it. So heart is important in if you love your job, you will end up in a good way, and you will complete your job as early as possible. But if you're doing any work which you don't like, and you will feel disheartened about it, like when it will get completed, and so that I can start the other work. So heart is really important in it's better to love your job. And if we talk about brain, yeah, brain is really helpful in a way, like what kind of works to be done. Okay, like if you are choosing the work, I will do marketing, but brain will help you what kind of marketing you require and how you can grow your marketing. Okay, because it's really a competitive market, you should have something different from the others, whether it's combination, whether it's packing, or any different marketing strategy. So all these things are there, and I think the brain helps in that. And if you talk about the money, nothing is possible without it. A simple answer. If you
Correct.
start a small venture, you need to invest the money. And if you do a pharmaceutical industry, you need to invest more and more and more money.
Yes.
So I think it's a combination of all three. And if you want to become a successful person, all these three things are required.
All the three are most
Yeah, yeah,
important.
yeah. Yeah, very much.
Okay. What are the important competences of entrepreneurship?
Well, I'll tell the positive attitude, positive mindset,
Okay.
dedication and commitment to the work. And the most important thing is teamwork. I'm owner of the company, but I'm incomplete because of if I am not supported with my staff members. So teamwork is very important. And apart from that, time management, as I told you before, if you want to do any work, time is really important.
Yes.
And
yeah,
business planning.
important competences of
Yeah,
entrepreneurship. Yes.
yeah, it comes in that also, like time.
Yes.
And I would say business planning, what you want to do, how you want to do, and how it will be helpful to you. So business
Yes.
planning is,
Also, yeah, also comparing with other ventures, other companies, how they are doing. Our planning should be better than their planning.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and it's a really competitive market, so you have you should have a different ideas. And that ideas come when you enter into the market.
Okay.
So these things are there.
So how can you guide the youngsters to choose entrepreneurship?
Okay, well, I'll say, and it's very easy. Your focus should be clear what you want to do. Okay, there are many fields.
Yes.
If you do masters, or if you do bachelor pharmacy, like marketing is there, manufacturing is there. So if your focus is clear, well, I want to do manufacturing, I want to do marketing, so you directly choose that path.
Okay.
Okay, because choosing one path and shifting to another path after 2 or 3 years, it's very difficult, because you
Yes.
need to start from zero. So your focus should be clear. And I think too much of dedication and attitude, positive attitude, it is required when you choose any of the entrepreneurship. So I think the focus, goal, and you should have your aim, what you want to do.
Like there
That is
should
the
not be
answer
any
for,
confusion between.
yeah.
Yes.
Because if you have a confusion, so it's better you don't start anything, you first conclude what you want to do. Because spending years for one thing and then shifting to another business, it's not easy.
Correct. Yes.
So because money also goes, and your time, that is more than money, that also goes.
So more than any other thing, you suggest the youngsters to be focused,
Very much.
to decide clearly whether to start
Yeah,
an entrepreneurship or whatever it is. Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. So, what are the different areas in pharma field to choose entrepreneurship?
Okay. First is marketing. Okay. And in marketing, it's a trading of a pharmaceutical products.
Okay.
What a individual can do, if you don't have a pharmaceutical industry, he can get manufactured pharmaceutical products from pharmaceutical industry, and they can do marketing of that product. That is the one field, marketing. Then we have manufacturing of formulation. Formulation means tablet, capsule, injection, syrups, dry syrups. Then we have ointments. So one can do this. Other thing is manufacturing industry of API. API is active pharmaceutical ingredient, and there are very few companies in India that manufacture APIs. So that is also one field, and where the person can go. Apart from this, I think the testing, lab testing. Okay, so any manufacturing company, they don't have all the instrument of testing in their QC labs.
Okay.
Because so what even we do that. What we do, we send samples to the labs who do testing for us. So that is also a good business, I think. The lab testing labs. And apart from that, we have R&D research center. If a person wants to do anything related to F&D or R&D, he can do that. And the person from pharmacology background, he can go to CROs. That thing also can be done. And a pharmacy. What people think pharmacy is just a shop, but but business can be done in pharmacy if you have a chain of pharmacy. If a person have 10 to 12 shops in Bangalore, it can become a huge business. So pharmacy, we should not consider pharmacy a small business. It can be a big business too. So these are the few fields where the person can go.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Those are really good. So if you were not a pharmacist, what you would be? Like, what would be your area to choose entrepreneurship?
Okay. If not a pharmacist, I would have been an electrical engineer.
Okay.
Because my father is electrical engineer, and I'm really inspired by my father. And I really would have started a venture in that field, if not pharmacist.
Okay, I was expecting you will say that you will be having a wristwatch shop because you have a hobby.
That can be a side business, but not the main business.
Okay. Fine, sir. So, having the ideas of what you have now, okay. So, is there anything you would have done differently when you first started the company?
Well, as I said you before, focus is very much important. So when I started my business, I was very much focused on it, and I don't regret doing anything different. What I did was perfect, and I started my company as a trading company, and I did a marketing of that. And after having a setup of marketing, I started my own manufacturing plant. So I would say nothing. What I did was perfect for me, and I'm running behind my aim or the goal.
Okay, like as the plant grows, the fruit will be more in that way.
Yeah. It will take time, but yeah, soon it will be a good one.
Yeah, fine. So, how Al-Ameen College of Pharmacy helped you shaping in your life?
Okay. Well, I will divide this question in two parts. Okay. First is the personal life, and the other is the educational or the professional life.
Okay.
So, as we know, Al-Ameen is based in Bangalore, which is a cosmopolitan city. And I would say Al-Ameen itself is a cosmopolitan college.
Okay.
Because when I was there in Al-Ameen, we had students from Iran.
Yes.
We have students from Tanzania. We have students from Dubai. So the atmosphere and the culture in the classroom and in the college, it was really good. And the most important thing, what improved me was my communication skills.
Okay.
Because the people coming from different countries, coming from different states, coming from different districts, locations, when you talk them, everyone have different accent of talking.
Correct.
Whether it's so in and out, it help a communication skill of mine. And when I joined the college, my communication skills was really bad, frankly speaking. But yeah, when I left the college, it was a bit better, and it really helped me, and it's helping me till now in business too, because we meet many people and meet them for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So it is helpful. So communication was the main thing in a personal life. And if we talk about the educational life or the professional life, uh, the subject pharmaceutics,
Mm-hmm.
it is very much helpful for a pharmaceutical industry
Mm-hmm.
because it has taught us how to make tablet, capsule,
Mm-hmm.
or any injection or syrup. So we all studied that in our pharmaceutical subject. So it is somewhere very much helpful
Mm-hmm.
for a pharmaceutical industry.
Mm-hmm.
And if I talk about the other subject, that is pharmacology.
Mm-hmm.
And pharmacology is really important if a person is involved in the marketing because pharmacists, they play a really vital role in explaining to the doctors what is the mechanism of action of medicine when it goes into the body. So I think pharmacology is also important.
Yes.
And currently we use that, the what is the action of medicines
Mm-hmm.
while doing the marketing. So for me, pharmaceutics and pharmacology, these were the subjects which I am using till now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, in and out, the Al-Ameen helped me really a lot.
Mm. That's nice. So, if a person like who just now completed his education, if he aspires to start his own venture, what will be your advice?
Well, it will be same as before. You should be focused. If
Okay.
you are very much focused, what you want to
Mm,
do, it
mm,
is your business becomes really easy because if you have a aim, you can directly focus and you can run behind it. But if you
mm,
don't have aim, where
mm,
you will run? You can't run in a different directions every day. So if any person who wants to start his own business, he should be very much focused, whether he want to do marketing, whether he want to set up
mm,
R&D lab, or whatever the field is. But starting
mm,
a business, you need a positive mindset, positive attitude. You need to sacrifice
mm.
your time for the family also, because
Yes.
initially when I started my work, me and my partners,
Mm-hmm.
we were there in the office
Mm-hmm.
till 9, 10, till midnight. There was no limit of that. So all these
Okay.
sacrifices are there
Mm-hmm.
when we initially start the business.
Mm-hmm.
But later on, when your business is bit set, you can set both work thing and family together. So I think focus should be there so that it's easy for you to move ahead.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, how are you balancing your work life and your family?
Well, initially, when I started my business, it was really tough for me to manage both things uh, because uh, when you start a venture,
Mm-hmm.
you keep on thinking what can be done to improve the business and all. And if you are involved in marketing, sometimes you think what all things can be done. So all these things, it requires time. And when we started business, we were in the office till late nights. So initially, it was very difficult to balance. But now at this stage, we try to complete our work on time so that we can go home on time and spend some quality time with our family. And if we get a gap of 2 to 3 days, we try to travel with family. So traveling, it gives you a change from your workload. So this is how we manage. Like it's really important to balance both things. Sometimes you have to leave the work. You have to think, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. So all these things happens when you actually run a business. So balancing both is really important.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, what are the suggestions to the young budding pharmacist?
Uh, to the budding pharmacist, I would say uh, hard work, dedication to the work, and patience. These are the three things which can lead you key to success. And one more thing, as I told before, the focus.
Mm-hmm.
Focus, aim, goal, all should be there. If you don't have that, you will not have a proper uh, life, I can say, or you will be balancing or confusing mode every time. So focus is very much important. And if you want to do an entrepreneurship, your dedication towards the work, it is really important. Sometimes you have to leave the family for it
Mm-hmm.
and do work because if I talk about right now, I'm in office, but all my employees, they went at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you have to leave what other are doing. You take your target. I want to
Mm-hmm.
complete my work in today or by tomorrow. So all these things are there. Like you have to sacrifice your family also, and many things are there.
Mm-hmm.
Like when someone start a venture,
Mm-hmm.
it all depends like how what kind of work they are doing. So I
Mm-hmm.
think the focus is very much important on the work so that they can start their journey. Without
Okay.
focus, it's very difficult.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we have a few questions from chat box. Let's see a few
Okay.
of them. So
Yeah.
the first question is, pharmaceutical analysis is not important in becoming entrepreneur or to join R&D branch.
Pharmaceutical analysis.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, pharmaceutical analysis
Mm-hmm.
is really an important part for a pharmaceutical industry.
Mm-hmm.
And in my industry, I look after the quality control department.
Yes.
So, if you want to manufacture a tablet or a
Mm-hmm.
capsule,
Mm-hmm.
first what you do is you procure a raw material for it,
Mm-hmm.
and raw material, and after the approval of raw material from the quality control department, a production person can start its production. So analysis is really very important
Mm-hmm.
before starting the production, and after doing the production of tablet or capsule, the sample goes into the quality control department for
Mm-hmm.
analysis, and after analysis only you can dispatch the that particular medicine from your factory. So analysis of pharmaceutical, it is very important in case of pharmaceutical industry. And uh, if you talk about R&D, in R&D also, if your raw material is of good quality, then only you will find you will get the final result. So
Mm-hmm.
analysis, it is very important, and without analysis, I think the industry is not possible, especially pharmaceutical
Okay.
industry. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it is very important.
And we got another question. It is, who was the most inspiring character in your class during your B Farm study?
uh, Inspiring, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Rajiv was there,
Okay.
uh, to whom I think Rakesh will be explaining more about him.
Uh-huh.
And mm, Rajiv, we used to call him scientist. Actually, his mind was really good,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think. Actually, we were having a bit of pressure before exams,
Mm-hmm.
but Rajiv, he was really intelligent, and I think if you change the subject, if you change the paper of a subject, then
Mm-hmm.
also he will be able to answer it. So he was
Okay.
really good at our BFAM
Mm-hmm.
stage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we have another question from a student. How to face a financial crisis when a person has to start an industry from zero? Please tell us the ways to overcome it.
If you talk about the industry,
Mm.
I'll tell you, you hire a good person or a consultant. There are many consultants who design a pharmaceutical industry.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they will, what they will do, they will take a area, like if you have a land, okay, they will make a mm, graph, or they will make a design of a plant,
Mm-hmm.
and they will give you a suggestion, okay, this much amount it will take to manufacture a plant.
Mm-hmm.
So from that, I think a person can think, okay, whether it's in my budget or not. So I think that is really important. If it is not in your budget, it's better not to do a plant. And if you can't do a plant in proper time, then also I suggest it's better not to do a plant, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes what happens is people, they start a manufacturing facility,
Mm-hmm.
but in between they have to stop it just because of a finance. So finance play a really vital role, and if you have finance, then only think of an industry.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's of no use. and it's
Mm-hmm.
better not to waste time also.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if they are investing on an industry, how much time they can expect to get back the money?
First thing, if you are setting up an industry, it takes around 1.5 year
Mm-hmm.
something to make an industry, because
Mm-hmm.
many vendors, like if I talk about an industry, you need
Mm-hmm.
to set up a production area, you need to set up a warehouse area where you need to keep raw materials, you need to set up a packaging area, you need to set up a quality control department, you need to set up a quality assurance department. So it takes time to make a plant. So minimum we can expect it takes around 1.5 year to 2 years to make a plant.
Mm-hmm.
And after making a plant, you start a production in a pharmaceutical industry. And if you have a good background of marketing, you can start production from day one.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have too much of marketing, then it takes time. And what I feel is it takes minimum to 3 to 4 years
Okay.
to get back the money back. And it
Mm-hmm.
all depends upon your marketing skills. If you have a good marketing, you can recover soon,
Mm-hmm.
but still it takes 3 to 4 years, I think.
Okay. We got another question. Uh, in the mid part of studying pharmacy, what was your opinion about setting up a business in pharmaceutical industry? Like during the course?
Uh, Actually, while doing pharmacy, we were 3 4 friends who were always together,
Mm.
and we were just
Mm.
randomly talking
Mm-hmm.
what we will do after completing the pharmacy. Then there were few
Mm-hmm.
friends of mine in my class only who were already having a pharmaceutical industries. So that thing, okay, this thing can also be done. So we were very much motivated. Like if we don't do anything, it will be very difficult for us to survive in the market. So uh, I would say just the discussion, a formal discussion with the friends, or the casual discussion with the friends. Okay, we'll set up this, and that thing only I think kept in my mind. And later, focus was very much clear. I want to do this, and I went on the same that path only.
Shweta, you are there?
I think there's an issue, sir. Internet issue. I think we will just solve it, sir. 2 minutes.
Yeah. Sorry, there was an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shweta, you are there, no? You are not visible.
Yes. Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, now it is clear.
Am I
Now you are
audible?
loud.
Yes.
Yeah, you are loud and clear.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So that is your opinion. If they are about to start after. Okay. That was
Yeah.
nice, sir. So I thank you, Mr. Ankit Bhargav,
Thank you
for
so much.
being with us, who is our IAC member, alumni startup entrepreneurship. And I also thank Dr. Salahuddin sir, Dr. Mobeen ma'am, Dr. Salma Khan ma'am, Rakesh sir, Preeti ma'am, Tanushree ma'am, everyone. So we are glad to have this such a kind meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you, Ankit, for your time. And
Thank
now I
you.
would like to request all the participants to turn on their webcams for a group photo. Yeah.
Hey, nice to see you, Ankit. Salma
Thank you,
here.
ma'am. Same here.
Very
Good
nice to
evening, ma'am.
listen to you.
Thank you
So
so
proud
much,
of
ma'am.
you. So proud of
Thank,
you.
thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Really nice to see you after so much time.
Tanushree, you're on mute.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for giving your time. And it's
Thank
really
you.
very nice to have alumni people to come to us. And it's a really a proud moment for all the teachers who have taught them. I can
Thank you
relate
so
to you,
much.
ma'am.
Thank you.
There are many alumni are already joined here actually from our batch.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rakesh. Okay. So really,
Who all are there? I want to know who are there.
Milin is there, Milin Desai.
Okay, okay. Rajiv is not. I think Rajiv is, you know,
Rajiv is
Ankit,
in
Rajiv
US.
did his doctorate from IISc.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really great.
He's now doing a postdoc now.
Yeah, he's going for postdoc to
Okay.
US.
US, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So who else is there, Rakesh? Milind?
Harin is there.
Hareen is there, okay.
And Harin, can you on your camera? I think is, yeah.
Hi Rakesh.
You are audible,
Not right
but
now. Actually, I'm outside, so I'm not
okay,
able to
okay.
switch on my camera. But it's nice meeting all of you. Hello, ma'am. Salma, ma'am.
Oh,
Hareen here.
Hi, Hareen. How are
Surekha is
you?
with me. Yes,
Good.
ma'am. Fine, ma'am. Thank you
Who's there
so
with
much.
Who's there with you?
Surekha is there with
Okay,
me.
Surekha.
Hello,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay. Hi, Surekha.
Hello, ma'am.
Nice,
Hi,
nice
ma'am.
to know.
Nice
Nice
to
to know
see
you are joining us. That's really good.
Yes, ma'am. We expect more such programs to come up, and it's
Okay.
really happy to see one of our batchmates, be
Yes.
successful, as a successful entrepreneur.
Correct.
All the best.
thank you. Thank you, Surekha.
So maybe Hareen and Surekha will be called next.
Yeah, definitely. ma'am. Definitely you can call them.
Hello,
Sure, ma'am. It would
Mr.
be an honor.
Rakesh, ma'am, Milin here. Nice to
Hi, Milin.
see you all. And I
Hello,
am very
Milin.
delighted to see Mr. Ankit Bhargava, one of our classmates who got pinnacle of the success in the pharmaceutical industry.
I know.
Wish him a very good luck ahead.
Thank you, Milin. Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you, Ankit, for your time.
Thank you, Rakesh.
Ankit,
Thank you.
Ankit, you are
Yeah,
our council member. So we
Thank you so much,
continuously
ma'am.
will be interacting with you. You have to help
Okay.
us out for whoever is wanting to do
Oh.
startup or any guidance.
Sure, sure.
Probably
Always
whenever you
available,
are in
ma'am.
Bangalore, please come and motivate everybody.
Sure,
Ma'am,
sure. I'll
ma'am,
come.
we have Revant with us.
Oh, Revant is here. Good.
Yeah.
Hi,
He is
Revant.
there. Hi, Revant,
Hello,
can you
ma'am.
hear
Hi,
us?
Revant. How are you?
Yes,
I can't see you.
I'm good, thank you. I'm
Oh,
actually
yeah.
driving.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
right.
So you had.
Hello, hi. I'm
Okay,
actually
family is
driving
with you.
and I made it a
Okay.
point to attend the meeting. Very nice one, Ankit. Really nice
Thank
to
you
see
so much.
everyone. Hello, Salma ma'am. How are you?
Hi. Good to see you. So how are you? You're
Thank you.
still
Thank
into your singing?
Yes, I am a bit. Yeah. So I'm based in the UK, as you know, and
Which place?
yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Revant.
Go ahead, Revant.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, I'm based in the UK and just connected. It's just afternoon for us. We are just going out for some shopping outside.
I
And
see you on Facebook.
made it a point to join the call and
Good.
listen to
Thanks for that.
Ankit's motivational speech here today. And really nice to see you all.
Thank you.
Good.
So
Thank you,
I've
Revant.
completed my PhD
Oh,
here in the
great.
UK, and it's
Great.
been almost 4 years now, 4 to 5 years, and I'm working as a market intelligence lead for a company called Novasight.
Okay. Good.
That's
And
great.
previously, I was working for Thermo Fisher Scientific
Okay.
as a scientist and also into market intelligence, basically. So yeah.
Okay. Good to know that.
Good. Yes.
All the best.
Mhm.
Come
Thank
over
you.
whenever you're in Bangalore.
Sure. We are actually coming next week. So we
good.
will be
Oh,
there
that's
until
good.
the 2nd of May, and I'll make it a point. I'll be at the college to see you.
Oh, that's nice.
That's great. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Anyone else was there? This much.
This much only. No, now I can't. I can see one more. Asad, can you hear me?
Hi Rakesh, hello everyone.
Hi, sir.
How are you?
Sir.
Yeah,
Hello, sir.
I am actually in between of some charity organization event in Ahmedabad.
Okay.
Oh, Ahmedabad only.
Yeah,
He's in
actually I'm
Ahmedabad.
working in IQVIA in aggregate reporting, but due
Uh-huh.
to this pandemic, I've been working from home since 2 years, so I'm enjoying my time with family and attending all the events. So it's very great to see all of you after such a long time, and I wish all the best, Ankit, and I wish more
Thank you
and
so
more
much.
entrepreneur and like business person will come from our Al-Ameen College, and I hope they will get succeed in their life. Thank you,
Correct.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Thank you,
much.
Rakesh.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So we'll wind up on this positive note that a few more entrepreneurs, due to your idea, we can generate in near future. And you are our ICC members. You are not going anywhere, so we can catch hold of you anywhere, anytime.
No, he's required to attend to us anytime.
Yeah.
Sure, man. Sure, sure.
So see you soon again, Ankit. Thank you
Yeah,
for coming
yeah.
on board. Thank you, ma'am. Salma
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you,
ma'am,
ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
for
Thank
joining.
you.
Good job. Good
Okay,
job.
thank you.
Thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
You had mini get together.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
We had a
Yeah.
mini
Yeah,
get together.
because
Yes.
of us.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, then take care. Good night. Have a nice weekend, all of you.
Yes.
Same
Same
to
to you.
Rakesh.